Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the NBQ review and preview show. We are gradually getting to sort the men from the boys, and we've gotten to the quarterfinal stage of the national championship. We've had very exciting competitions in the past 6 days, and with all of the excitement and the thrills, and finally we got to do the balloting, and we are heading into the quarterfinal starting tomorrow. And to help me go through this, I have my amazing gentleman again, Evans to my left, and Kay next to him, and then Richard next to him. And before we came on, we were attempting to deliberate on some things, but it was not deliberating. So we will see how it goes about today. Gentlemen, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Before we get into the quarterfinal slot, how was Saturday like for you guys?
The best day of the 1/8. In fact, it gave
We
me
had two teams who ended on Saturday with over 50 points.
yes,
One had 58. WCF had 58, right?
yeah.
And then the GCCI had 52. Okay.
It gave me last year quarterfinal, semi-final vibes. I mean, you could see that the teams really came prepared. They came to win, and I am glad I backed some of them.
I think those you backed won.
All of them.
All of
Those
them.
we bagged. Won.
But somebody.
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 Yeah.
NK, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine.
You're fine.
I'm fine.
Okay.
fine.
How was Saturday?
Oh, Saturday was thrilling. I mean, it was thrilling. Just one church that decided to let me down. They made my enemies triumph over me. But they shouldn't rejoice over much. For when I fall, I rise.
You're right.
Yes.
No, how will you rise? The team that you back fell and is gone home.
Well,
He just backed that team. His team is still in the competition. Gamsu is still in the competition.
oh yes.
Yeah. How many Gamsus do we have?
Two.
Two. So I mean, he still has.
Can't be more than two like us. They can't be more than two. You just two.
So the DLCF Gamsu thing is still happening.
Two,
Oh
two.
yes, 2-2.
Wow. Okay, gentlemen. So let me run you through what has happened. So on Monday, that is tomorrow, we are having our first quarterfinal at 9 o'clock in the forenoon. That contest is between Casa Ligon, New Breed KNUST, and Nubzi UMAT. Let's start from there.
NK, talk to us.
Well, this contest is a very tight one.
Which one now is not tight? Now,
Tell him.
now
Ask him.
I am. Yesterday during the balloting, I was very worried because when I see the parents, I'm like, so what's going to happen?
It's a serious one. We have 3 different institutions, 3 different churches. Casa Legon. Well, this year, they were the only seeded team to be beaten at the institutional championship from UG.
Okay.
Yes. And the interesting thing is, New Breed KUST actually beat those who beat them.
Yeah.
Yes. So WCF was a giant slayer in UG.
Yeah.
And New Breed KUST actually beat them, and there was a vast difference. You could see
Yeah.
that it was a clear victory.
Yeah.
So, Nupche UMAT, I mean, they did well, but coming in as champions from UMAT and then ending up with a score of 24 points wasn't as
They were not
impressive as
champions in Yuma too.
Oh, they weren't champions.
No. Pensa was a champion in
Pensa
Yuma.
UMAT.
Pensa
Don't
UMAT.
Okay,
take
okay,
that
okay,
from
yes.
them.
Okay,
The
okay.
Pensa has disappointed you. Don't take it another from
It's
them.
not easy. Oh. The prediction, no, the way it's going. Oh.
But I think it's worth noting that the Casa team that contested at the UG Championship, they did include Emmanuel. I think he's the
Yes.
current outgoing
Outgoing
president.
president.
He didn't contest in the institutionals,
But
but he is in the nationals. And last year at the nationals, he was the one doing most of the work.
okay.
you could see that he knows what he is about. And so, even though New Breed beat GCCI, who beat, WCF, who
CF.
beat Casa, I won't rule out Casa because the game changer is back.
Okay. What do you think?
Well, for me, I think it will be a contest between Casa Legon and New Breed KNUST. NBG UMAT, if they happen to come in, well,
Charlie.
we hope they do well.
Please, if you are watching, I didn't say anything. Usually you might.
But for me, it's going to be a contest between Casa Legon and New Breed KNUST. And I haven't really seen Casa Legon, because the nationals, because they've been seeded and resting, we can't really tell also their preparation. So I can only back the horse I've seen run in the race. So New Breed KNUST.
Your money is on New BK University.
Yeah.
NK.
I don't want to side with him.
Okay.
He's making me doubt my choice. Well,
I'll make you doubt your choice.
from what I've seen, I think New Breed KUST stands out, but then it will be a very tight one.
Okay.
Should it be that, as Rich said, Emmanuel brings his A game, things could turn. But then if not, New Breed has my vote.
Richard. New Breed Casa. Because at this point, I think that all of you are not rooting for Nubji Umat. So let's just.
I always take solace in the fact that NK and Evans agree.
Okay.
It always gives me hope for the team I back. So I would go with Casa Legon to maintain their seeded spots.
Wow.
Well, remove.
So we are. Well, let me just. I'm staying neutral. So I've been neutral throughout. It's a good place to be. Contest 2. CCF Legon, another seeded institution. Casa UCC, GCCI Legon.
Before we preview that, can we applaud Asida for the show he gave us yesterday?
That was
show.
that was
Showdown.
GCCI.
I mean,
GCCI.
that was amazing.
Just amazing.
I mean,
And
very
you could hear from
composed.
the audience, Silvanos talk. Silvanos talk.
I said that
And
was
it was just Asida, one-man show.
man
A strategy.
One-man show.
It's a
One-man
strategy.
show.
Yeah.
it's a strategy.
And to score 50 plus with a one-man show is amazing.
Yeah, I said
Yeah.
that
It's
was
amazing.
so-
But I think if we don't see more of Silvanos, this is a quarterfinal. Every team is bringing their A game. CCF, we didn't see them in the region institutional championship due to one or two reasons. And they also have only one person from the team of 3 of last year coming in. And that is Pa Kobina Nyami Yopong. The other 2 are new. So it's like we are seeing a first-time appearance as a team because we didn't see them in the institutional. So there's not much I can say about them. And like he said, I'll back the horse I have seen race. You see. So I think I will still go with GCCI. GCCI, I'm backing you to be a seeded church. Don't disappoint me. NK says you have a history of being unlucky. Don't let it happen tomorrow. But GCCI has what it takes to beat Casa UCC and CCF tomorrow.
GCCI has what it takes to beat them.
Yes.
Do you agree, Evans?
They have what it takes to beat them.
And you are backing them as well, or you have
From the looks of things, I would have to, because they gave a spectacular show.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm hoping they are bringing the same game.
Wow.
If they are, then I think it's likely that they are going to win this competition.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. NK.
Well, CCF. Why is no one talking about Casa UCC though? I just realized.
That's what you people just did to Nubji Umat.
So Casa UCC did well. Casa UCC did well. I mean, finishing with 30, was it 30?
Yeah.
30 was impressive. I think it was also a tiebreaker contest. Yes, they broke the tie and they won. That was our first tiebreaker in the entire championship. It was impressive. But I am looking at how GCCI came to the quarterfinal. They were in a contest with Pensa KNST. and Hesa, and they came out with 30 in a contest that scored in total over 90 points. They scored
That's serious.
30. And then they came back because they were unlucky to have faced Spencer QNST, who scored 45. They came back and gave us a contest of over 50 points.
Yeah.
That is consistency.
They
for me.
really show their strength.
Yeah.
They really
That
did.
is consistency. So if I compare that to the other teams they are facing, that is my basis. I am not writing off Casa UCC. They did well.
But
they can do it.
based on
But
what we
based
have
on what
seen,
I have seen GCCI do, I am going for them.
okay.
And let me strictly say that the analysis is based on data.
Not emotions.
Not emotions or Rebecca.
or preference for any person.
Exactly.
Before somebody
It-
comes after us.
Uh-huh.
Please, guys,
So please,
this-
if
this
you are
is-
listening,
yes,
it's
please.
based on data. This
This
is
is-
analytics.
This is purely based on what people's performances through
Exactly.
institutional
Exactly.
championships and then 1A stage. So, I mean, no hard feelings.
Yes. So that brings me to my selection.
Hmm.
GCC, as we all know, is a very worrisome team from UG. Very worrisome. And we've seen them. We've seen what they can do. They proved themselves yesterday. CCF, on the other hand, we all know they are very slow but sure. You don't see them all of a sudden, they are gone. Yes. But then this year, we've not seen them
Anywhere.
in any contest.
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
We've not
We've
seen
seen
them anywhere.
So we cannot tell their strength. And we have only one of their past contestants showing himself. So which means it's going to be like one man. So far what we've seen, 1-on-1, CCF, GCCI. However, a team like GCCI partook in the institutional championship. And they lost, which means they will go and do their homework. They've seen their flaws. CCF has not done anything in a year. They've not tested the waters. So, I'll go for GCCI on this.
Wow. This is a straight GCCI.
I'll
there.
go for
And
GCCI.
Reverend, let me be quick to point out that probably even if Kai is not taken, based on the performance, it's likely that Casa UCC might end up overshadowing CCF, but though, depending on the game they bring,
Okay.
because at least we've seen them in action. We've seen them
in action. I think that
Yes.
once you get onto the stage too, it sharpens you a bit.
Exactly.
It gives you a bit of
Exactly.
an edge. Well, we don't
But the
know,
CCF Legon, we all know, are a good team.
we don't know
We
what
just
happened.
don't know what they are bringing.
We don't know what happened to them. I mean, the reasons, we can't discuss the reasons for which they didn't partake in the institutional championship, but let's just hope they also bring
Do you
their
know
A.
that we give giveaways for predicting in a Eugene championship? We made it interesting. See their churches to lose in the institutional championship, and it was Casa Legon CCF, Casa Legon CCF that people were predicting.
Wow.
So CCF didn't come. Casa Legon lost.
I am one of them.
So both,
I remember.
both lost.
No, are you trying to say that when they saw people predicting that they would not win, they decided they won't come?
Oh, we can't say that.
Okay.
can't
We didn't say that.
In fact, we have no authority to say that.
We are not saying that. Okay. Well, my contest of the quarterfinal is the third contest tomorrow. That is my personal contest for the quarterfinal.
Hughes. Hughes.
No blood,
Hughes
no glory.
Chikata. Hughes Chikata has caused trouble.
Trouble. He went.
Trouble. He picked that.
He picked that.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it was
And
purely
you
a
know,
game of chance.
it's amazing. When he was picking, the audience mentioned the denomination.
And then
and
he ends up picking it. You know. So we have EBSU UCC, Pensa KNUST, WCF Legon. How did that happen? Somebody needs to explain that to me. I really wish these three didn't meet at this point.
You know, we are in the presence of God. And scripture makes us understand, if we declare a thing, it shall be established. So as many people as were in the auditorium all declared Pensa KNUST. And then Hughes picked Pensa KNUST and he laughed. Then WCF Legon. And then Hughes picked WCF Legon. He laughed again. So it was what the audience wanted. And the Lord made it happen.
Wow. Because, I mean, It's up to UCC. They're a good side. Pensaki and EST. No two ways about that. And WCF. Anyway.
2 champions, 1 giant slayer.
I like that.
Two
Two champions, one giant slayer. Yes.
Let me start with you, NK.
FCUCC. I mean, winning back to back from UCC, making a final appearance last year. The experience is there. The experience is there. They've been here since the first day. They've been watching everyone. I've been seeing them here almost every time. So they are taking notes. Pensake UST, favorites of 1-8.
Yeah. They said they are coming for the
They
trophy.
said they are coming for the trophy. So they know what they are gauged at. 45 points at the 1-8 stage. Impressive. WCF League 1. Giant
33
Slayer,
points and then ended
losing with 33
58.
points. Yes.
That
and then
is
coming
also
back to get the
consistency.
highest. Coming back to
And
get
that
the
becomes
highest
the
mark.
highest for the 1-8 stage.
That contest is not easy. The WCF has a record of performing right from the beginning. I think they do well in all the rounds. FCUCC, slow but sure. They are coming, but I'm not seeing them. They will take you by surprise. Pensake UST, last minute. Last minute, they are very good with that.
No, I don't think I will agree with NK.
Which side?
Pensake University.
How?
You see, if you look at the Pensa team, they build it up right from round 1. And they don't care who is chasing them. They are going. They keep going. So they build the momentum from round 1 and finish it up in the riddles. And this is where I would want EPSU to work on. EPSU's round 1, I usually don't like it. I usually don't like their round 1. They pick the thing up in round 2.
Yeah.
And that is what went against them in the last year's nationals.
Yeah.
Because you are facing teams who
Also-
don't let it go right from the start. So if you are expecting that I'll let it go in round 1 and try to pick it up in round 2, everybody is chasing the same number of points.
Yeah.
It's 63 points. We are all fighting for it. We are all sharing it. If you leave it in round 1 and you want to pick it up there, then it will be a problem. Because we've seen WCF in round 2.
Yeah.
We've seen Pensake UNST in round 2. We know what they can do. You are ringing, they are ringing.
They're also ringing. So
So it's not going
so
to be...
every so this is the contest where you can't relax.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, don't
Exactly.
try it at home, school
So-
anyway. Don't.
In round
Don't.
1, round
In any
1,
of the rounds.
I just want to say this. Round 1, out of a possible 33 points, you should aim at getting half. And it should speak to all the teams, getting at least half of it. Because you get half of it, you are ahead. And we've seen it in almost all the contests. The highest for round 1 was around 15, 16, 15, 16.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you are able to get that, and all those teams who scored 50s scored around
Around
that
that.
number. So if you want to be able to pull something in round 2,
Then you must
you
end
must
round 1
run
well.
well, so that you build on it. Even if the questions, people are answering the questions and leaving you, you still have a possibility of finishing above 30 because you have 16 possible points in true or false. You have about 10 possible points in test of the day.
Test of the day.
And then there are riddles. But if you don't start your round 1 well, and you finish with, say, 5, and then round 2 is gone,
Then you are finished.
you are slacking. You find yourself trailing.
At this point there you are finished.
Yeah. And so this particular contest, I would want to hold on with my prediction, but say this. The team that comes strong from round 1 is likely to win it. The whole DLCF KNUST Gamsu Eugene last year national championship, they started fighting from round 1. And DLCF led from round 1. EPSU was trailing. Gamsu was chasing. And it went against them. So I'm just saying that if EPSU comes the same way they ended national championship last year, slow but sure, and we saw it in the institutional championship this year too.
Yeah.
If that is how they will go about the contest tomorrow, it will be a problem for them. Pensa KNUST faced WCF and was it GCCI?
Yeah.
And no, sorry, they faced GCCI and HISA.
And Dihisa.
All the teams finished, the other two teams finished with 30.
Yeah.
But Spencer were swift and they had content.
Yeah. And so they
So
finished.
they were able to go all the way. So just start right and build on the momentum you start with. If your momentum is low from the beginning, by the time you build up on it, it's too late. So I'll go. This prediction I'm coming to make, people will beat me, but I will still make it.
Okay.
I would think it will be a Pensa KNUST show.
Pensa
It will be
KNUST.
tough, but Pensa KNUST has the tendency to go through.
Okay. He has taken his neck out. Evans.
Well,
And I'll come to you.
let me start with EPSU UCC. EPSU UCC as a team, personally, we don't see how, but they manage to win most often. And if their coordinator is hearing me, I don't know the strategy they are using.
It's like they are not there, but they are
But
there.
yes, and
then-
so I haven't really been able to study that game because you realize that from the beginning they are slow. But you realize, at the time you realize they are leading. And normally it appears they don't happen to give that much of a gap. And facing a team like Pensa KNUST and WCF Legon, you can't afford it. You can't at all. If you are making a difference, let it be clear. Right, let it be clear. So for Pensa KNUST, there's a saying that an hungry man is an angry man. And a man can
A hungry man is an angry man.
Yes, so for them, right, we see that they already come with some determination. Even on the page, and then when you meet them everywhere, they are aggressive. So they are hungry for a trophy. They are really hungry for a trophy. And don't joke with an hungry man. So it appears they are coming with more determination as compared to the two. WCF Legon. So
Your roommate will beat you. His roommate.
praise the Lord, eh? WCF Legon,
Today I was sleeping in the
they've proven
auditorium.
themselves. They've proven themselves. So
So who do you predict could win this thing?
who do I predict to win?
He's coming to start talking again.
Relax.
Just predict.
Relax.
He doesn't talk, he'll use if.
Let me go with Pensa KNUST.
There it is.
But relax for me.
I'm very like.
But
You like conditions.
I think the winner will be determined by whoever is more accurate and precise and fast in the speed race.
Okay.
In the speed
That's how I'll
race.
support him. But
In
just
the
that.
speed race. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
NK.
summary. I'm going for FCUCC.
Reason.
Yes. But then as he said, by round 2, it will be quite clear who is going to win.
So you also have a condition.
No, he's saying he's going
I'm
with.
siding with
He said
FCUCC.
whoever is accurate and fast on the speed race is likely to win the contest.
Yes.
And he's
By
siding
round
with.
2, by the end of the round 2.
He's siding with Epsu.
Yes, I'm siding with EPSU.
Okay, so you are siding with EPSU to actually do better in the speed race.
To actually win the contest. But
Okay.
then, the round 2 scoreline
Yeah.
will be the determinant of how the contest will
So what he's saying
But
is
I'm
that
Yes.
siding with
what
EPSU.
he's saying is that
Yes.
if by round 2 Pensa KNUST is leading,
Yes.
he has lost hope in EPSU. That is what
Right,
he's saying.
right,
That is
right,
true.
right.
That is what you are
So
saying.
that's
Yes.
what he's saying.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll all be here tomorrow morning. And then we'll see how that one pans out. But I mean, like I said, that's a very tough one tomorrow. Anyway.
Mercy, Lord,
WCF
I hope you
Lagos.
don't hold any grudges against us.
He'll
Mercy,
come
Lord, we beg.
after,
Oh.
you see,
We
he'll
will
come
sideline
after
you.
all of
We
you.
are using
We beg.
statistics.
That's why we said,
We are
please, this
using
No
is
emotions.
analytics. We
No
beg you.
emotions.
He'll come after all of you. As for you in
Because
particular,
in-
you
in-
have to sleep here today.
This is a heated contest.
Yeah.
In the first heated contest we saw, it didn't go well for them.
Yeah.
So this is a 2-time institutional champion versus someone who has been one of the favorites from the scratch. Even before their institutional championship, they were favorites. So they might get lost in the action.
Media, me say, Anyway, so that would be day one. Then on Tuesday, we start another interesting journey. First contest, DLCF Legon,
Papam.
UGCM UHAS. AGCM UHAS and NUBG UHAS. So over here we have two denominations from the same institution, and then Chukwuemeka,
Yes.
the University of Ghana champion.
Yes.
You let them talk, then I'll come to you.
Exactly.
Because you have vested interest on this side. So let me start with you, NK. If you look at what is before you.
Well, statistics. Deeper Life Legon.
Deeper Life League.
Yes.
Not because you want to support him, but
no, pure statistics. Deeper Life Legon will win this contest. And it's likely that they can even exceed the highest 1-8 score. It's likely that they can exceed from it's likely. I won't be surprised if they do. Because they stand clear for this particular contest. They stand clear.
I suppose you agree with him, Richard. Or you don't like agreeing with NK, but
So
let's hear you.
can we talk about the battle for second place in that contest?
Let's just. That's where the matter has got into. The first position has been determined. Let's talk about who.
I can't predict against Chukwuemeka. You know, he came last year.
He's
And
wounded from the experience of last year. And with the same force, they came and won the institutional championship again this year.
Last year, he tried to withhold the tears because it was in the family. The win was in the family.
Yeah.
And we will get there, but it's likely to happen again. So,
yes.
Rally.
I just saw it.
Since yesterday, actually, we are wondering now why this permutation and combination, because
Yeah, it can
As
happen again.
usual, we work together. So it's
Gamsu also is likely that if they win, both win, likely they would also meet.
You know, if it actually happens the way we want it, it will just be the same contest from last year, but the teams that were sandwiched have swapped.
Yeah.
Exactly. Pentefield, Life City.
So, let me just predict my prediction. Nubji has already been in the final with AGCM UHAS
Yeah.
in the institutional championship. And although AGCM UHAS came in, they were shut down by Nubji UHAS. And then Nubji UHAS too had the unfortunate experience of being in a two-team contest.
Yeah, the first.
Exactly.
And so it has sent the odds out of their favor. So far out of their favor. Because if it's a three-team contest, you know that there is another team. If I don't get it, two teams have to fight for it. But if the other team doesn't get it, I have to get it. We are two. And even with that, their score was low for me. Because
Very low.
it's a
Very low.
in the speed race, they had a very unusual advantage. We are two teams. If he gets it wrong and I get it, it's 2 points.
Exactly.
And they still finish below 30.
So
Chukwuemeka,
And even the Raiders, they couldn't take even one.
Chukwuemeka is winning this one.
Chukwuemeka is winning this one.
But
Please, DLCF is winning this one.
DLCF.
So that the other
Yes.
contestant feels
DLCF,
part.
yeah.
We don't want another Silvano show.
And
So
there is one special thing
DLCF
about
is-
DLCF. I think since we started the National Bible Quiz, they've never lost.
Yeah.
Technically, 490 minutes, they've never lost.
Because
They are the only church.
the only church.
Because the last time they lost, it was a tie.
Yes.
So 490 minutes, they've never lost. So you see, and meeting once you are meeting Deeper Life, I think the churches might even be scared at this point.
And last year they scored highest at the
They scored
quarterfinal.
highest at the
Yes.
quarterfinal.
At
Yeah.
the quarterfinal.
89.
Yes, 89,
89
points.
Okay, not even all talking for you.
Talk for myself.
Talk for
now.
yourself.
The words are
You won't
finished.
side with us.
Hey, my brother, be guided, oh. Let's be guided. Definitely DLCF Legon. I'm just looking at AGCM US putting up a good fight.
Reverend, so you see what I was talking about. It's more a battle of the remaining two teams. What will happen there than who is winning the contest. Because that's...
But then let me be clear to
Sure.
say that all teams have struggled to be here.
So no, don't take anybody
ever underestimate
underestimate
any
anyone.
team. Don't ever
I was
underestimate
expecting
any
Evans
team.
to
But then
speak
we are
with
hoping
confidence.
DLC of Legon.
I was expecting Evans
definitely-
to speak with confidence, but it's like the confidence is dwindling.
You're
No,
meeting AGCM,
definitely
US,
not.
And Nuvji, and you are not even
The point I'm
confident
making
now.
is don't underestimate a team so that the other teams, they've been here, right? So they have
I
some
think
hope.
I like.
That is a fact
no,
we
I think
established.
yes,
all
you need
around.
to understand.
But I think I like his approach.
Yes.
In that you see, they are not coming in head solely. They are coming in as we are in a competition, and we don't care who is there. We have to win this thing.
We will have the swollen heads for them.
Well, we are just hoping to get the highest point also at the quarterfinals. That is hope. So not just win, but get the highest point at the quarterfinals. So we are coming for every round, actually.
Wonderful. The next contest of the day: Plentiful UCC, Aposa UCC, Dihesa UEW. Plentiful UCC, Aposa UCC, Dihesa UEW. Richard, let me start with you.
Charlie, Loki, the contest, the predictions are hard. Oh.
I'm just watching the thing. Look, I've been looking at the thing and I'm like, hey, is it really like, how did this balloting happen?
Even predicting, you can sweat. How much more the actual contest?
Aposa UCC kicked Pentefield out of the institutional championship.
Institutional championship.
They scored that high
Yeah.
and then kicked Pentefield out. And we've seen them give us a show here. Pentefield just had that one contest and lost. But that is not a basis for writing them off. Because as a seeded church, you come into an institutional championship. As a seeded church at the national level, you come into an institutional championship and you lose. You have some form of sorrow in your heart that drives you to work hard because you don't want to lose your seeded spots.
Yeah.
You don't want to come out and then they will say, last year was just because of this one contestant who is no more there.
Yeah.
So you come out with a whole new level of energy. And that is what I'm expecting from Pentefield UCC. And it's interesting. I learned all their contestants are final year students.
Okay.
So this
This time?
Yes.
This what?
This.
But do we have some from last year?
One person, the Emmanuel guy, is
Okay.
from last year, contested with
Emmanuel,
Ebenezer.
yeah, Emmanuel.
But then two new, they are all final year students. This is their last chance to contest in the championship.
Yeah.
So they are going all out. In the true sense of the statement. They are going all out. And they are facing an Aposa team that has already showed them Pepe.
Yeah.
And the Dihesa, who starts taking risk from round one.
Yes,
The
yes,
Dihesa guys take risk from round one. They don't care. So far as I know something about it, I am saying it. And it's paid off yesterday.
Yeah.
It
It's
really
really
paid off.
paid off.
It really paid off.
They really don't.
It really paid
Once
off.
they know
They
something.
don't hold
Once
back.
I
They
know
don't
something about it, whether it is speed race, I don't, you see, and that is what makes the contest beautiful. We are here to learn. We are here to learn. And so if you know something about it, for fear of -1, people tend to sit back because they don't want to get -1. But the other guys, they say what they know, and then you tell them if it is right or not. That way, they have learned something. If you gave them 2 points, you tell them why you gave them 2 points and not 3, and he corrects what he knows in his mind. You give him 1 point, he does the same thing. You give him 3 points, and the answer was close, but enough to give him 3 points. He gets to know that this is why I have been. But we see most of the teams avoiding the whole, even attempting
because they're afraid of losing a point.
That -1. But they even these are attempted bonuses and lost points yesterday.
Yeah.
But still came out as winners because they were willing to take risks.
Yeah.
And if they come into this contest doing that, they can cause an upset.
Exactly.
And even win.
Hey,
Reverend, let me mention that at the quarterfinals, 2 teams, it's not the time to play it so safe. Like some of the competitions we've seen happen at the 1-8 stage, where people were playing it too safe. We don't do that here.
the silent treatment.
No. Silence R10. Quarterfinals, if you do that, it's dangerous. We don't do that. So we encourage all teams to go all out and be determined to go for it. If the thing that you are trying to quote, if it's one line, please quote the whole chapter.
It's paid off. That's particular.
Quote the whole chapter.
There is this Apostle guy, the one who said,
Yeah.
Exactly.
In his answer,
exactly.
He sometimes went beyond. He could even
where he
start
knows
from
to answer your question and goes beyond.
Yeah.
Quote the whole chapter.
I
And
think the AGCM KNSC guy also did the same thing at a point. The
Yes,
question
the
is
speed
asked.
race.
The question is
Yes.
asked. You see that he knows the answer is in there somewhere.
So
He starts from where he knows it starts
and continues.
and
to-
continues. So he answers the question and gives us extra information. For those of us as audience, it is good. We are learning. And the quiz mistress also sees that he has given an answer. So if you know, like Evans is saying, give it to us. We are here to learn. We are here to learn as much as we are predicting and all that. We are here to learn. And so, contestants, if you know the whole thing, just say it so that we can all learn. I mean, but for the predictions, I'm going with Dihisa.
Dihisa.
Yeah.
NK, who are you going with?
I've been very silent.
Yeah.
The Hesa actually, they destroyed my prediction yesterday.
Yesterday. So now you are watching them closely.
I'm watching them closely. I enjoyed their show. They made me feel Pensa will win. And then they were just ringing, trying, and they won. I was impressed. But then, this is the quarterfinals. And as they've all explained, for me, I'll go with Apota UCC.
Okay.
Apota UCC. They've beat Pensafield before. They know how to do it. And coming into this contest, they've tested the waters. I mean, Pensafield has lost some of their excellent quiz team members. And looking at how it was truly reflected at the institutional championship that they are at a deficit. Should it be that they are coming back the same way, they've not really prepared well enough, they may even be the third wheel. Yes. The Hesa is a very good team. And actually, they might even be the determinant of the winner. Because they will be snatching
Points.
points from you. Points that you could have taken. They will do all to get it from you.
Wow.
But I'm going with Aposa UCC.
Aposa ECC. So I have Dihesa Aposa ECC.
Reverend, contest
Yes,
5,
the
I just want to
Pensafield.
split the vote. So let me go with Pensafield UCC.
Excellent. Nice one.
Let me
losers,
just
one
split the
winner.
votes. Let me go
So
with Pensafield
eventually, just
UCC.
one of you is going to make it
Exactly.
in contest three.
I know it is me, so
Contest
we
five.
can move on. to
Bringing my
contest
white
six.
handkerchief.
Hey, people are coming to wave and get you here.
Oh, yes.
Okay, it is fine. Then we have DLCF KNUST, Aposa KNUST, Pensa UMAT.
Why did this happen?
Why did this happen again? I mean, anyway, please, gentlemen. Again, this is a DLCF affair. Let me start with you, NK.
Another revenge mission.
because DLCF KNUST lost to Aposa KNUST in the
Exactly.
institutional championship.
Exactly.
And now they are meeting
Revenge
again.
mission.
And they have revenge on their minds.
Well, I think the contest will be between the two. That's DLCF and then Aposa. From my perspective. Yes, because Spencer UMAT, they won, but not with a so convincing margin. They met a team like AGCM Legon and winning with 24 against 20 points. I wasn't so impressed with the scores.
I hate to cut in, but the contestants we knew in the institutional championship did not contest.
For Pensa Umat.
For Pensa
Yeah,
Umat.
for Pensa Umat.
The guy who was answering the org and Sion rattle deficiencies too from verse 1, he's in now.
Oh, I thought he was not
He's
going
in.
to come.
He's in.
Wow.
In fact, I spoke to him this morning.
Wow.
So
Now
it
you
has
see,
changed
these
the
are some
dynamic.
of the
dynamics.
things
It has
that
changed the dynamics
So-
of the
See,
conversation.
what
More
changes
Kanawa
data.
can attempt. This
Yeah.
thing change the dynamics of the prediction. Yes.
See,
There's
Seriously.
another variable. The constants. You see,
And case calculations have all no work now.
Wow. No, now that makes it very contentious, very much
Exactly.
like the third contest on Monday. Because you have a DLCF that is wounded. That was wounded twice, institutional and national last year. And then you
And
have
Aposa has also been consistent,
Yes.
if I must say.
And then you have a
It-
Pensa who did quite well in their institutional, couldn't pull up so much, but still won over here.
Aposa
these
last
three
year at the
people,
quarterfinal.
Let's
Aposa
see.
last year at the quarterfinal lost to Life City. But they scored 45. And Life City scored, was it 82? So it's like you are going, but I'm also coming.
Yeah.
I want to show you that I also know. So the contest finished with, I think, a total of 140 points or so. And it was split between Life City and I think Rosa didn't score. They scored 3 or 7 or something. But Aposa showed us. And this year, they showed us in the institutional championship again that they have what it takes. And in the contest this week, despite all the fun they gave us, they still showed us that they have been working. They have been working. And so I don't expect any of the teams here to have it easy.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Aposa KNUST is where we have Inoctido, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Inoctido
The
is
guy who
there.
gave us the But I think the quiz mistress has to do something about it. The guy did not finish explaining the thing.
Yes. He didn't.
That
because
is
of
why
the
at the end of the
audience,
laughter, he said,
oh. He didn't finish, but because he said there was an interruption from the audience, so he didn't end up.
Yeah, but that's
But
past and gone. Let's
it's
move
past.
on.
Yeah, let's focus on what's ahead.
So, Evans.
Yeah.
Evans, let me start with you.
Let me say that the individual contestants would also make
A lot of
a
difference.
lot of difference in this competition. Because Pensa Umat, just as Richard said, we have, what was his name again? The guy coming in.
Let me confirm.
Emmanuel. I think that's Emmanuel.
Yeah.
We have Emmanuel coming in. Aposa KNUST, I would say their strongest contestant would be Inoctido.
Yeah.
Then DLCF KNUST, we also have Smart, also being hungry for points. But to me, I'm still going for DLCF KNUST because they are coming for revenge, and it will be no blood, no glory.
Also,
Sure.
where they want to cry, sorry, you be with him.
this one.
Definitely.
Just put statistics aside.
Definitely.
Just say his emotions.
No, not emotions at all. No. Take a team like DLCF KNUST, Aposa KNUST, Pensa UMAT. You don't need emotions. The statistics can tell you for DLCF KNUST. So for my statistics, DLCF KNUST will take it.
DSL NK. Are you supporting your
DLCF
brother?
KNUST.
DSL KNUST. I think you are going somewhere else.
Because, you see, at the institutionals, I was there myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like the work between Smart and Abigail. You could see that they were not working together. And it cost them. it really cost them. I don't know what is going to happen on Tuesday. But if it happens like that again, because last year, the pair of Abigail and Smart we saw was different. It was different, finishing each other's sentences, ringing the bell for the other person, because I am sure he knows. We didn't see that at the institutional level. We didn't see that. And that is what gave Aposa the upper hand. And Aposa is coming in with a little confidence and a little care. I'm saying that because a little confidence because I beat you at the institutional level. And a little care because you are a seeded church. Winning against you means I take your spot. You made it to the grand finale as well. You came out second. It was close. You lost with 1 point. Yeah. So I'm coming in with a little care as well. So these two combined is enough to help Aposa beat DLC KNST. And so I think Aposa KNST is going to break the happening of a family feud. A family feud will not happen because Aposa KNST will go through.
You have a rebuttal for the young man.
What I would say is, DOCF KNUST, I believe, moving from institutional to now, they have done their homework. So I believe they wouldn't be coming with.
Let me just ask: have you people been communicating?
Oh yes.
Oh, you train together and things like that.
Yes, once in a while. This year we haven't really met because quarterfinals we haven't really competed. So we are now coming. So we normally do train together. So we are hoping to have 1 or 2 interactions also together.
Okay.
Prior to.
So you are going to give them some apport based on what you have just heard.
Has already jotted it down. I know my boss.
All right. Let's just take a short break. When we come back, we'll look at the 3 of the quarterfinals and then see what our predictions are going to be as well and who our favorite teams are going to be. So this is the NBQ review show, and it's getting tensious, like we usually say. So we'll take a short break. When we come back, we look at the 3 of the quarterfinals. Welcome back from that break. We've been looking at the quarterfinal stage of the National Bible Quiz, and I've had very interesting predictions. Let's hope. The competitions are just tough. If you look at the parents we have, so anybody making it out is really going to sweat it through. But we are heading to day 3 now.
Yes, before we look at the I just want to say this to our viewers and then to the contestants who are watching us, the coordinators. Look, just the predictions, we are making predictions. But what we are saying here are statements we are making based on observation. So if you are a coordinator, what I'm expecting you to take from what we are saying here is not the prediction we are making, but the observations we've made so that you can effect changes in your team to reflect that you have done enough work to come in. Because we've mentioned some teams that areas they've not done well and areas they've done well. Build on the areas you've done well and then work on the areas you've not done well. Because that is what, for some of the teams that we went against, those were the reasons.
Yeah.
So if you are able to look at our observations, work on them, you can easily surprise us.
And they have been surprised, by the way.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's very possible. The fact that we are making predictions here does not mean they are cast in stone. If that was the case, then we'll just predict who the winner is and then give the trophy to the person and go home. But it's not cast in stone. If somebody decides that, okay, this is what I know about this team, so this is my new approach towards the thing, it could just work for you. So, I mean, that's just by the way. So, day 3, first contest. Gamsu KNUST.
But do you know that the winner for this year is coming from day 3? Now we can look at first contest. That's all I wanted
I agree
to
with
see.
you.
I know
agree with
NK
you.
will agree, but going forward, the conversations will change. So you can just.
Okay. Okay.
I think I know where you are coming from, and I know where he's coming from. So at this juncture, he will not even agree with the two of you because none of the people he's vehemently backing are in day 1 or day 3.
2 heads they say are better than.
No, but your heads are not
Actually,
the
it's
same.
2 good heads are better than one. Let me
Not,
correct.
not just any 2 heads. And in any
2 good heads are better.
and to be frank, even though you are all talking about the 3, you are not talking about the same thing. So your heads are split.
Exactly.
Your heads are split. Let's just go in and see what's going to happen. Day 1, contest 1, of day 3, Wednesday, 25th. We have Gamsu KNUST up against AGCM KNUST, and then Gesam UMAT. Evans. This one, whip. So this one, I do Evans, I do Richard before I come to NK for obvious reasons. Yeah.
Gamsu KNUST. For this, I will go with Gamsu KNUST.
See the way NK's head is. See how excited he is. Okay, I mean, why are you going with them, by the way?
Yes. Gamsu KNUST, if I get it right, Gamsu KNUST, Gamsu UG, they've been having some kind of, if I'm right, trainings. NK, that's true, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so, well, Gamsu UG as a team, the ability to impact is high. Let me say with all respect, the ability to impact is high. AGCM KNUST, a very good side. However, I see Gamsu KNUST contested with, I'm just trying to look for who they contested with.
Is it at the institutionals?
Yes, institutional.
Let me check for you.
I had their parents here, Gamsu KNUST.
We are consulting.
You are
We are
consulting.
consulting, and I'm even wondering, please, I hope you not going to hide like that on day 1. On day 3, when we are looking for you.
Okay, so Gamsu contested against Kasa KNUST and then Campus Crusaders for Christ International. It was a 3-team contest and then Gamsu won.
And Gamsu won.
Yeah. It was supposed to be 4, but the 4th team didn't show up.
They were supposed to be 4, but the
In the
4th team
institutional
didn't show.
yeah.
I will still stick with Gamsu KNUST. For some reasons, I've not really seen much from the AGCM teams. Though, yes, they are doing well. But for some reasons, I've not really seen them going all out.
People are not predicting for them, crowd. Do not be happy for you.
Well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so you are going with Gamsu. Richard.
AGCM KNST.
AGCM KNST.
Yes.
Reason?
So, in the institutional championships, I mentioned that most of the questions in the qualifying contest were past questions. So the tendency to score very high was there. It was there. In the case of Gamsu KNUST, they were part of the championship last year.
Mm-hmm.
So they had experience with most of the questions in their qualifying contest. When they got to the grand finale, it was a whole new conversation. And we didn't see them show up in the grand finale.
Yeah.
AGCM was in that grand finale.
Okay. Now it's getting interesting.
And we saw AGCM do something. I did so much more than Gamsu did in the grand finale. So the two of them have been in a contest together before.
Okay.
And AGCM has had experience in this championship as well. And I commended them the other day. The round one didn't go so well. But they picked up.
They picked up.
In the speed race. And they just kept answering the questions, And those questions, almost all the questions in that particular contest were not past questions. They were new questions. As far as this championship is involved, they were all new questions. So, based on what I've seen Gamsu do with new questions, and what I've seen AGCM do with new questions, I will go with AGCM KNST. And the fact that even when they are down, they are not down. They build themselves up. I mean, you could see that they didn't like what they scored. And it's pushed them to go harder. And I think that is what we are going to see on Wednesday. If they don't like what they score in round one, it's going to push them to go harder in the remaining rounds. And that is what will give them the win over Gamsu KNST.
And K.
Well.
Okay, you can go with Get Some Human too.
Huh?
You can go with Get Some.
Yeah, that's actually a thing you can do. I mean.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a thing I can do, but we all know that there's Gamsu, so why should I even think twice? I mean, Gamsu KNUST is winning. That's for a fact. AGCM KNUST, I think so far, among the AGCM teams, they are the best from my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
But then unfortunately, they wouldn't be able to carry the weight of the whole church this time around. This is where the journey ends. I enjoyed their contest, I must admit. Round 2, 15 points from round 2. That's impressive. It's not easy to get 15 points in round 2. And they did that from 8 points to 23. That was impressive. I've watched Gamsu KNUST. I think I watched their institutional champions with the very first round. And I was impressed with what they did with the round 1. It was a good performance. Very good. I've not been able to follow the rest of their contests. I didn't find that one. And from past experience, Gamsu KNUST is an excellent team. Yes. And I've been seeing the work they are doing now.
You people are.
No, if you want to use past experience, are you using the institutional?
I'm using
or everything? Because the contestants they presented this year are different from those who came to the nationals last year.
Yes, I'm using everything. But their coordinator is someone who contested last year. He has first-hand experience. And he met the best team. So he being beaten it makes sense because they met the best team.
And even with their experience last year in that contest, they thrilled.
It wasn't an easy contest. Meeting Gamsu UG, you can attest to the fact. Haven't you met us before? How do you feel when you meet us? You tell me, how do you feel?
Shots fired. 1, 2.
How do you
man down. Oh,
you beat them like how many times? Can you count?
It's just once.
It's twice.
It's just
I mean,
once.
the finals this year too. We were second, and you were. I don't even know where you were.
You. this particular one.
This one.
You lost to your bosses.
You put that
you
one
lost
aside.
to your
Now
bosses.
it's between the two of us. So meeting us is not easy. It's not easy.
Okay, agenda.
So So for you, they losing out in the semi-final last year was because they met you,
Oh yes.
and
Because
so
they met me.
they are a good team that should be
Oh
able to
yes.
sail through.
Yeah, they should be able to sail through. It
Wow.
won't be an easy feat. It won't be an easy one. But then they
It
will
will
sail
be easy
through.
for AGCM KNST.
Hey, you are very confident too.
Yes, very.
That's how you do a semi-final. You let me wait. I'll
Okay.
end here.
Well, the next contest is between Live City UG, New Breed UEW, and Nubji UDS Nyankpala.
We need to give NK this first shot. NK,
Yeah,
fire,
NK,
fire
you need
on,
to
fire
continue
on,
from here. Just fire.
fire on, straight.
Well, I think for this one, it will be unanimous. I won't be surprised. And I need it. I need them to win. I need Live City to win.
So that they can meet you.
Thank you. I need to do it for a third time.
So that they will know that they are truly
They
their
can't
master.
say anything again afterwards. They
So
can't
Live
say
City is
anything.
winning this
Oh,
contest.
they are winning. They are winning. They have to win. Even if they are not winning, I'll be praying for them. They will win. Oh. Even if I have to fast, I will.
There are some three pairings that I'm eyeing at the three. If they all win and they meet, something must
Gamsu
happen.
KNUST. Live City UG.
You are the one saying it. Oh.
No, you
Let's
said
go.
you are
You know
eyeing.
you are the one
No,
saying
he
it.
said
Continue.
He didn't mention
I said there are
names.
three.
I am telling you his. I am telling
So
you
you
what is
mentioned-
in his heart. You see, the Bible says that they appeared before Samuel, and Samuel said, "Come, as for the asses you are looking for, they have been found. But come and let me tell you what is in your heart."
Oh, yeah.
So you know, we're very indirectly you've given your predictions. So.
No. I'm telling you what is in your heart. I've not said
No,
anything.
I don't think Reverend has given a prediction
I've
because
not given
the
a pre-
first contest you went with
No.
Gamsu.
I mean
You
the
went with
three.
Gamsu
You
for
went
the
with
first
Gamsu.
contest.
And he has
And
gone
he
with
has gone with Live
Live
City for the
City.
second
And I'm
contest.
just following.
Those are the only two he has mentioned.
I've not said the
Reverend,
third one.
finish.
No, I've not said
Finish.
the third one.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I interrupted. Finish.
See, I have not said the third one. But so NK has gone with Live City. Evans, are you going with Live City too?
It's like I have no option but to go with Live City. You know why?
Tell me.
Nubji UDS, their game, yes, they didn't really put up a fight. Yes, something came in to change the game and all that. You could see, but if that happens with against a team like Live City, they wouldn't even get the chance to do that substitution and later for some because by the time the guy comes, the gap,
Asa.
the gap, no, but what?
Just do the substitution.
By the time you do the substitution, not over the car, baby. So
Yes,
it's dangerous. You can't do that. New Breed UEW, they won their competition. But remember that I mentioned that I supported them, New Breed UEW, because of the love for New Breed Legon that were bringing a certain contestant, which they didn't.
Yeah.
Right? So they won, though the gap wasn't that much. So it appears Live City
Has an
UG
edge.
is coming to bully people here. We just hope the bully would be at a level that Shraj
They
can
should respect.
exactly. At least you respect some people. Respect is important.
So at this point, I know you are for Live City. But tell us how it has been so far. How your team is preparing and oh.
Oh, you don't want to side with
I
us?
am not laughing, no. I am overjoyed. Oh my God. We are winning.
Okay.
And whatever Gamsu will score that day, we will score more than that.
Hey. The confidence. Okay.
So are you hoping to have the highest score for quarterfinals?
Yes.
The entire quarterfinals?
Yes.
What of you?
Wow.
That's our target also. So we are hoping
Why are we
to
all
have-
targeting the
So-
same thing?
Gamsu.
We are leaving a mark.
Well,
Let's see what happens on
see what
Wednesday.
happens.
Well, contest 3. Gamsu UG, AGC MTTU, and Gesam KNUST.
Reverend, I think some of the things that are happening are not nice.
Like,
Contest 1, Gamsu AGCM Gesam. Contest 3,
Gamsu
Gamsu
AGCM
AGCM
Gesam.
Gesam.
I'm
Why?
just.
Contest 4. DLC.
Before
it
he
is not
speaks,
nice.
I forgot to say something. Let's not forget that AGCM KNUST, they are the ones who evicted Gamsu UEW. So we have a revenge mission over
Oh,
there. So Gamsu Ken UST
has to
has to
do.
discipline them for us on our behalf. Oh yes.
That's a tough one.
Oh,
Right.
You know,
Let me
let me
pause.
just make a sports reference.
Yeah.
I learned there's Liverpool Madrid rivalry B in Champions League final.
this is different.
Every time
This is different.
Liverpool says, I'm coming to win. And every time they go home in tears.
So you are just saying that somebody will go home in tears.
Yes.
However,
You see, that revenge mindset alone has given you loss. It has given you a loss. They have already lost the contest. It has not started, but they have lost.
okay.
But in that third contest, are you going with Gamsu UG?
Yes.
You
I
are.
you see, something happened. Noobsji, is it UMAT? The quarterfinal, they won 8 stage, day 3, contest 1 was Noobs TTU, Noobs UDS, and then Noobsji UMAT. And then Noobsji UMAT puts their heads together and sends them back to the Baptist Convention.
Yeah.
We are putting their heads together and sending them to the Wesley Towers straight.
So you want to meet the two
We want to
Gamsus?
meet the two of them. So they have to win. Like he said, we have to win. They have to win. That has to happen. That has to happen. Because we let me just say, we have taken experience from what happened last year against the two DLCFs. And technically speaking, based on statistics, the two DLCFs are better than the two Gamsus.
Please repeat. Please.
Let me say it into the camera. The two DLCFs are better than the two Gamsus.
Ah or where?
Are.
Okay. Okay.
Are, present tense.
I would like to take notes.
They are better than the two
NK is
Gamsus.
right. You
Can
know.
someone just crop this part of the whole
The,
show for me? I
the
need
law
it
of
for
the
some-
video
Need it.
I
patient.
need it. My archives. I have to store some
And
files.
if we're able to, should I say, survive that, we have learned from it.
Okay.
And we are coming to meet them.
Possibly
When we-
meet Gamsu.
On
two
Wednesday
Gamsu.
night, I'm sure we'll talk about this.
Okay.
We will talk. But that has to happen. For that to happen, if they lose, it's not happening.
It will not be nice.
Yes, so they have to win. Please talk to your people. If you
Yeah.
lose, don't step foot in Legon again.
It has to happen. Evans, I suppose it has to happen for you.
Let me say mine. I'm hearing voices. This voice says, I'm wondering where they are coming from. But
Are you sure it's not a familiar spirit?
You know, when we were looking at the two, I had to look at this thing, and I wanted to go with AGCMTTU.
Oh.
But NK, we didn't want to harm them. If you harm them, next year they won't come. That is
Why?
Gamsu UG.
Why won't they come?
They won't come. Because you are in the same institution with them.
Oh, they will come.
They won't come.
They
These
will
people, I know. So I decided that, okay, then let me go with AGCMTTU. Just so that next year Gamsu can have a chance to contest. But Uncle said he wants to meet me. Who am I to deny his request? So Gamsu, I am backing you to win. Win. and let's
also,
talk.
but with all seniority or with all respect or due respect, I think I would have to go with Gamsu UG.
Oh.
Oh, they are defending champions. We have
Yeah.
to give them that
With all
respect.
due respect.
NK.
Defending
I
champions.
think the level of disrespect from teams who have never been to the final stage it needs to be talked about. You've never even mounted the stage, oh. And I think it's because we are champions, so everyone's eyes on us.
Okay.
See,
Yes, say
Are you
a
sure?
any senior son intercrache. So
Oh. It's like, don't worry. Oh, for that we will win. But then, as they are also aiming at high score, we are just watching them, and then the final contest, we will all be there to see the marks we also put on board.
sharp.
And I would like to reiterate something we brought from last year, our mantra, from 1 Corinthians 2, verse 9. It says, however, as it is written, what no eye has seen, what no ear has heard, and what no human mind has conceived, the things God has prepared for those who love him. We just want to love on God. Just watch what no eye has seen. Listen to what no ear has heard, and what no human mind has conceived. we are leaving a mark on Wednesday. And from there, you see how they will talk. You will feel the shake in their voice when they are speaking. Let's just wait for it.
Well,
We are all here.
yeah, oh yeah.
We were all here when people made braggings.
We're all here.
And
Everyone
then
is bragging here. Oh. No one should talk as if he's not bragging. Everyone.
at
Oh,
this point,
yeah.
everybody's bragging here. So I mean,
Yes.
I've heard every one of you.
Oh, yes.
Good news.
Oh, yes.
This is what's going to happen. At the next review show, I'm going to ask for videos from this preview show, snippets that we would show before we say what we want to say. So everybody will know what you said.
Grapha.
So I mean, this is what we are expecting, that the competition gets exciting like this. We get to talk, we get to share. A lot of people are seeing all manner of interesting things online, and we know that some people said they were coming to win, but as we speak, they are on their way. They are only here supporting another team.
Just like last year.
So let's see what happens after Wednesday, and the teams that are going to stay, and the teams that are going to. Why? Whose comment have you seen? I want to mention.
Daniel Cosby says he has recorded it.
I'm telling you, people are recording all these things. You see, we need for posterity's sake. Yes. So we will put your picture by the thing, and then we'll put you there, and then we'll see how it goes. So guys, please get those videos for me. I need them.
I will get what they said for you.
What of yours?
Including his.
It seems he's running away.
No. I'm going to pin mine to the Facebook page of the National Bible.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay. It's the confidence for me. Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much. It's been an exciting conversation, and I can't wait for tomorrow morning. The contest I'm seeing is, I mean, like you've been seeing all the, like, we wish some teams were not meeting each other at this point, but I mean, we are there, and it's happening that people are meeting some people, but we are very, very grateful. So guys, let's continue the conversations online. This has been the NBQ preview show. We've been looking at the quarterfinal stage of the 2024 National Championship. I want to quickly say a big thank you to Sweet Melodies 94.3 FM, our official radio partners, Pen TV, our official TV partners. We also want to say a big thank you to Sweet Music Pro Audio, Ghana's leading musical instrument store, IT Consortium, as TK Ventures, Visaru Insurance, Nickel Fabrics, Fortune Ghana, Soul Impact Family Production, UGBS, and University of Ghana Volta Hall for all the support, and all the individuals and the institutions that have been supporting the NBQ. It's not too late to even attempt to support. Our doors are quite open for that as well. You wanted to make an intervention before?
Yes, we want to thank Commonwealth Hall as well.
Oh yeah, for coming through for us at a very critical moment.
Yes.
So a very big thank you to Commonwealth Hall as well for this. So thank you guys for staying on the show with us. This has been the review show. My name is Reverend Samuel Akresi. We are back again after the contest to see where things stand on Wednesday. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.